Hello, everyone. How's it going? How are you all? I hope you're all doing okay. I know we are in such a stressful time. Not only one family is affected, it's a global crisis that we are facing right now. So, this video is in no way a rant or a complaint video. I am posting this mainly for the purpose of sharing to you my personal and my family's experience in dealing with COVID-19. So, roughly 2 weeks ago, my spouse showed symptoms of like flu like symptoms, coughing, fevers, chills, body aches, and a little bit of stomach upset. So, we contacted his primary care, we've monitored him, and this and that. Uh, 4 days into his symptoms, I was able to get him tested, the swab testing for COVID, and we found out a few days later his test came back positive. So, but even so, even if he got tested or not, we would we did manage. We approached his symptoms as such that he has COVID. So at the onset of his symptom, he had a good sense to isolate himself in one of the rooms here in our place. He has been on isolation for a good, would say, 10 days. Today is day 13 of his self-quarantine. But the first week, I made sure, and he made sure, that he restricted himself and to contain himself in that room. I mean, he barely exits the room, barely comes out of the room, only to use the bathroom, which is right next to his room. He is on day 13, and he's been, symptom-wise, has been better. Cough is almost gone. No more fevers. Body aches has improved a lot. So, the key takeaway for us is once you feel, you know your body well, more than anyone else, you know your body. If at the first onset of the symptom, have that good sense to isolate and quarantine yourself. It could be just the flu, it could be just another viral respiratory infection, but then also treat it as you have a COVID. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because you were not tested for it, you were not swabbed for the flu or otherwise, treat it and approach it as such. So much so that in doing that, it is akin to you not spreading the infection. So if you have cough, not feeling well, body aches, body malaise, you have fever, please stay home. Stay home. And I mean, the kids, we have kids. They're here, they're at home. Because the schools are closed as of right now. It's been almost 3 weeks that they're out of school. It is tough, really. We don't live in a big house, but we did our best to make a system out of what we're currently in. I tried to make the kids understand that this is this disease, your dad may have it. So for now, you cannot get to that room. Not yet. Okay? Hand washing. I made it a point that every time they touch this and that, hand wash. Hand wash, hand wash, hand wash. Also, treatment wise, we approached it in a pragmatic way. So symptomatic treatment. The first few days of his fever, Tylenol, round the clock. Tylenol helped with his temperatures and also his body aches, because he told me that his body felt like it was a punching bag, like it was in so much pain, so sore and so weak. Nutrition, hydration, and also vitamin C. So on normal days, he takes 500 milligrams of vitamin C. So for this, for the past week, he has been taking a total of 2 grams of vitamin C. I've also concocted a drink from ginger root and lemon and a little bit of cinnamon stick. Infuse it, boil it in water, and once the flavor infuses, strain it, transfer it to a container, and then drizzle a little bit of honey that matches your, to whatever taste, to whatever sweetness would, according to your taste. So that, and also he has been wearing a mask now that he's less restrictive of his movements. So he's been out of the room a few times. All this time he has been wearing a mask. Myself as well. If we are in close proximity, but we try our best to distance ourselves from him. So masking and also hand washing. I've been disinfecting surfaces a lot. The bathroom every after he uses it, for his showers also. Steam baths and steam inhalation seem to have helped as well. Also, every time he uses the bathroom, I disinfect it a few minutes after he uses it. As with the utensils, well, he is in a secluded room, so he has his own in there. The first week after the onset of his symptom, I've been bringing food to his room. I've been providing for, drinks, food, and all that. That way he doesn't go out. So every after I exit the room to disinfect myself the best and the most that I can. So hand washing with lukewarm water, and disinfecting surfaces, doorknobs, everything. So far, symptom-wise, I'm okay. I did have a low grade temperature yesterday. That it was probably just a one-time thing. and I'm hoping I will be okay and the kids will remain asymptomatic as well. Although my middle child, he had a fever a week ago. I seem to think it was an isolated case because it was just for a few hours. It didn't last the whole day, and he's okay now. Kids have been good with their vitamins and eating well, doing their stuff. There's really no one approach to this, but once you have it, you have it. It is what it is, and it is stressful. Also, he did develop shortness of breath. But the moment that he did have that symptom, it was day 7, if I'm not mistaken. He got very anxious. Somehow I understand that. I understand this virus, this disease, has a way of affecting your psyche as well. Mentation-wise, it makes you think of the worst, which it can't be helped. But somehow, if you know that you're experiencing not so severe symptoms, try to clear your mind. Think about something optimistic rather than thinking about, oh my God, I won't be able to breathe. I'm gonna end up this and that. I'm gonna end up being in the hospital, being in the ICU. Pause, take a deep breath, and tell yourself, you can get through this. You can get through this. Okay? I mean, I'm not saying, and I'm not brushing it off as, oh, you're okay, you should be okay. Because I know for a fact that every individual's body responds differently. But as for his case, his symptoms were mild to moderate only. So, I told him, encouraged him, relax. You will be okay. You will be okay by God's grace. Their day 8, 9 of his condition, the dry cough that he had the first day, it has improved into a productive cough. So for right now, it's almost gone. So hoping and praying that it will go away. So yeah, I mean, hopefully he has developed an antibody to fight off his immune response. His immunity is geared towards fighting this off, like he has produced antibodies for himself. But that remains to be seen, or that's questionable, actually. So yeah, I'm not saying that once you get this, you'll be all right. Because like I said earlier, our body responds to different viruses and different infections in different ways. But thank God his symptoms were mild. But for those who has moderate to severe symptoms, I am praying that you'll get through this as well. And bottom line, if you're not feeling well, please stay home. Stay home. Contain the virus. That's the key, because it's airborne. Once you cough out, it releases the viral particle in the air. It's suspended in the air. It lodges to objects. One person touches it, boom. So in order to contain it as much as you can, if you're symptomatic, please please stay home. When you cough, and let's say you're okay, you're not feeling bad, you're not feeling unwell, you go out. You cough, you sneeze, please cover your mouth, use your sleeve, and then hand wash. So, I hope you will see the end to this, and hoping and pray. God bless.